Okay guys, here's what's on tap for today. I think I only have a couple hours to actually work, so I think some of the things I'm going to try to achieve right now is I bought some new spray paint for the trim panels, kind of a darker brown, and I'm going to try to paint those, and hopefully it'll be a color that is more agreeable to me. Also, I've noticed that, or I suspect that there is a leak still happening in the van up towards the front driver's side windshield, towards the top there. And looking at, I actually went to some windshield shops, and they looked at the windshield and they said the windshield looks fine. And one of the shops actually looked down the rain gutter at the Dicor sealant that I put in there, and they saw some areas that actually were gaps that were still in the Dicor, so in the sealant. So I'm going to try to actually first of all see if using a heat gun will soften up the Dicor and I can just kind of smoosh it back down. If not, I'll put some more Dicor in the rain gutter, and hopefully that will totally take care of it. I'm real hyper vigilant at this point about water leaks, because I know once I seal everything up and put the insulation and the paneling and trim work and everything back, that it'll be number one, I will less likely see a rain leak until it's probably too late, and number two, to actually fix the rain leak or just decipher where it's leaking will be a challenge with all that trim work and everything up, and then that means I have to tear everything back down. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm taking care of all that stuff, and that's why it seems, I've mentioned this before, that in doing, actually just thinking back about how long I've been working on the van and how far the visual progress has gone, it doesn't seem like I've done that much. But I look back at the videos that I've made and I'm like, I'm working, I'm doing a lot. But when I look inside the van, it still kind of looks like I haven't done a whole lot. And I guess once the floor gets in, that's when I'll really start feeling like things are moving, because it's been so long since I've done anything that really had a lot of visual impact. So anyways, I'm going to start working on those things, and another beautiful day. It's a little crisp, but yeah, we'll get working on it, and stay tuned. And also, I was thinking last night about the roof vent and about that canvas cap I created. I'm wondering if I basically should just not find a solution of a vent cap that is already made, a real plastic vent cap that will actually fit down on top of it, and it can be screwed in and taken off easily. I looked on eBay, I saw a couple of possibilities, but what I would really like it to be is a cap that fits right into the rubber seal that's already up there. So if you guys know of anything like that, again, this is a Max Air fan that I've got. It is 14 by 14. But yeah, if anybody has any information on that, basically I just need to turn that Max Air fan opening into like a sunroof, so I can take it through a car wash and then remove it and put the fan back in. So appreciate any help, any ideas, comments on that. So anyways, all right, let's get started. One of the things I would highly recommend is this Rust-Oleum little paint sprayer grip nozzle thing. I got it from Home Depot. I think it was $3, something like that. But it just clips on to the regular paint can and turns it into a very professional feeling applicator, and it saves a lot on your finger trying to just do it with regular spray paint can. So highly recommend this if you're doing a lot of spray painting. Okay, here's a question I have that somebody might have the answer to. This is the back door to the van, and I've noticed that this crack along here is pretty wide, and especially, you know, comparing it to the one over here, not quite as wide. And also, I don't know if part of what's symptomatic of this is that it's water when it's raining really bad or going through the car wash. Sometimes water will pool. I'll notice it down here in this area right here. Not a whole lot of water even after a hard rain, but some water. And so my question is, how do I get this door so there's not such a wide gap up here? See, it's much narrower as you go down, and then as you go up it gets wider. I would assume in order to do that you need to bring the door, you know, closer this way when it's shut, but the only thing I can see to do is to adjust these, and it looks like if I adjust this, if I loosen these up and bring it in, well, maybe that's what I need to do. Loosen these up and bring it in. That would bring it, but see, to me that seems like it would just bring this side of the door in farther, not closer to the frame. So maybe somebody out there knows what I should do, and because I'd like to get that. And I noticed that when I shut it, that there's a slight, it doesn't quite, like it has to come down a little bit in order to hit that latch. So anyways, figure somebody might be able to help me out with that one. If you can, appreciate it. Okay, just a tip for you here. I was able to actually find a certain screw at Home Depot that I think is going to make my life a little bit easier with the MaxxAir fan. These are the normal screws that come, and this is how you attach the fan to the mounting. And so what I was looking for, obviously that's a Phillips head, so what I was looking for is an easy way that I could thumb screw it in without having to use a bit or a driver. So I found these at Home Depot, Everbuilt number 208 screw eyes, and this is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? There you go, screw eyes. And these actually are a perfect match, and they just screw in, you can finger screw them in. So thought somebody might be interested in knowing about these, so hope that helps. Okay, well, I think I'm tired. I can kind of tell when I'm tired because I just start to piddle, and I've been piddling around too much here today, so I think I'm just gonna call it a day. I got the rain gutters resealed again. I found a bunch of spots that the Dicor, I actually had put it out initially too thin, and so it didn't make a good seal. So I probably have solved that water leaking problem. Painted the trim on the door trim, and I'm going to let it dry overnight before I put it up, because I notice if I don't let it dry, you know, completely, it scratches off easily. But I like it much better. I like that dark brown as opposed to that light sandy color is what it was before. So what else did I do? Not much else, just was thinking about the seating and how I'm going to put that jackknife sofa in there and bolt it to the floor, because I want to bolt it to the floor in such a way that I feel comfortable actually attaching seat belts to the jackknife seat. So I want that to be solid. I'm probably going to use some kind of what's that stuff called? It's that steel square tubing stuff that you can buy at Home Depot. I'll probably use that to bolt it down and to build a metal frame for it. Other than that, let's say this week I've got some actual television shoots that I'm going to be doing and a lot of editing, so I don't think I'm going to have a whole lot of time to work on the van. And usually by the time I get home at night, it's already dark and I'm just kind of wiped out. So, but the following week, or actually next week starting Friday, my vacation starts. So I'm excited to be devoting a bunch of time. So you'll see some videos probably coming out every day towards the end of next week. So look forward to that. And yeah, look forward to all the new subscribers. I appreciate you guys subscribing and watching, and appreciate all the encouraging comments that you've given. Yeah, I think I am doing some things that you haven't seen in any camper van build yet, and I have some other ideas that I'll be doing as well. So you want to stay tuned to those and check it out, and look forward to, I don't know how much we'll be able to accomplish by the end of vacation. Hopefully, I'd love to have almost all of it done, but we'll see. All right, well, you guys have a good night, and thanks for watching.